Asia's biggest agro exhibition, MACC is back. Bring your family to discover the agriculture, horticulture, and agritourism with exciting attractions and live performances by your favorite artists. MACC 2026, 28th August to 6 September at Amsterdam.
Former Prime Minister Ismail Sabri Yaakob was at the Kuala Lumpur Sessions Court this morning to face a charge of failing to declare his assets. Meanwhile, M Saravanan has confirmed that he will be charged tomorrow. More on this on KiniNews. 3 former Prime Ministers were in court today, facing 3 separate cases, making for an unusually busy morning at the Kuala Lumpur court complex. Najib Abdul Razak, Muhyiddin Yassin and Ismail Sabri Yaakob were all at the court complex for separate legal proceedings.
Najib Razak is attending the hearing of a $5.64 billion civil suit filed by 1MDB and its subsidiaries against him and several other individuals. The suit alleges, among other things, breach of trust, abuse of power, and misappropriation of 1MDB funds. Meanwhile, in a separate High Court proceeding, Muhyiddin Yassin is attending the hearing of his case linked to the Jana Wibawa project. Ismail Sabri, on the other hand, is facing a charge under the MACC Act over his asset declaration. He was originally scheduled to be charged on August 7th, but the proceedings were postponed after he was admitted to the National Heart Institute due to health issues.
While we are on the topic, Ismail Sabri has claimed trial to a charge of failing to disclose millions of ringgit worth of assets to the MACC last year. The assets allegedly not disclosed include 5 1-kilogram gold bars, 1 100-gram silver bar, and 1 5-gram 999 gold coins.
The Umno leader pleaded not guilty to the charge before Judge Suzana Hussin. According to the charge sheet, Ismail Sabri allegedly committed the offense on February 7, 2025 by submitting a sworn written statement that did not comply with a MACC notice issued under Section 36, Bracket 1 of the MACC Act 2009. He had been served with the notice on January 10th that year. Apart from the gold and silver, the charge sheet also refers to cash held in various currencies. The charge was framed under Section 36, Bracket 2 of the MACC Act 2009. If convicted, Ismail Sabri faces up to 5 years in prison and a fine of up to 100,000 ringgit. The court granted him bail of 300,000 ringgit, with a family member acting as surety. However, the judge rejected the prosecution's request for Ismail Sabri to surrender his passport, ruling that there was no evidence he posed a flight risk. The court has fixed September 29 for the next case mentioned.
MIC Deputy President M Saravanan has written to Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim over what he described as wild and baseless allegations made against him by the MACC. He also claimed that certain individuals were allegedly pressured into implicating him in a case.
In the letter dated August 24th, cited by Malaysia Kini, the former Human Resources Minister said that neither he nor his family was personally involved in recruiting foreign workers. Saravanan told Malaysia Kini that the letter was sent yesterday but declined to elaborate. He also confirmed that a video clip featuring him had been sent to MIC members, in which he stated that he would be charged tomorrow. He also claimed he did not know any of the applicants named in the case and that no cash or other material evidence had been seized linking him to the matter. Malaysia Kini has contacted the MACC and the Prime Minister's office for comment. From now on, you can also listen to KiniNews on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Scan the QR code on the screen to follow us.
PKR President Anwar Ibrahim has responded to former PKR Deputy President Azmin Ali ruling out a return to the party. When quizzed on the matter today, Anwar asked whether anyone had invited him.
Anwar reportedly questioned whether there had been an offer for Azmin to return to the party, saying he had not been informed of any such invitation. On Tuesday, Azmin, who is now Bersatu's Secretary General, had said he would not return to PKR and remain committed to Bersatu. His remarks came amid speculation that he could return to PKR following calls for former members to rejoin the party. Earlier this month, Anwar had called on his former allies to return to the party and continue its struggle, while apologizing for any mistakes he may have made. Following this, several former PKR members were reportedly tipped to return to the party. They included former Bandar Tun Razak MP Kamaruddin Jafar, Mansur Uthman, and former PKR Vice President Dr. Xavier Jayakumar.
17 Negeri Sembilan Pakatan Harapan Assembly persons, including 6 who lost their seats in the state election, as well as 2 constituency coordinators, have been ordered to return allocations received for July to September within a month.
According to Bernama, Menteri Besar Ismail Sabri said the repayments were required as they no longer held any official functions following the dissolution of the State Legislative Assembly on June 5th. The allocations were approved at a State Executive Council meeting on June 3rd and disbursed to their accounts the following day. The allocations, which comprised funds for service centers and public welfare, were reportedly channeled to the state lawmakers and the Paroy and Labu constituency coordinators. The lawmakers have been ordered to return 174,000 ringgit each, while each coordinator must repay 150,000 ringgit. Ismail added that the EXCO members at the time, including former Menteri Besar Aminuddin Harun, retained their ex officio status until July 31st and were therefore eligible to use the allocation for that month. As such, they will only need to return 150,000 ringgit for August and September. He said that his office would be issuing letters demanding the return of the allocation soon.
Meanwhile, 6 of the assembly persons have questioned whether the Negeri Sembilan government expects them to ask the rakyat to return funds already channeled to them for their benefit.
In a press conference, Nilai Assembly Person J. Arul Kumar said that the representatives did nothing wrong as the allocations had been lawfully approved by the Negeri Sembilan State Exco meeting on June 3rd, which was led by then Menteri Besar Aminuddin Harun. He added that it was normal for assembly persons to seek the Menteri Besar's office to disburse their quarterly allocations in advance, as happened in this case. He also said that those who had not used up their advanced constituency allocations by June 30th had already returned the unspent balance to the state coffers as required. Arul stressed that the allocations were used to assist constituents and denied that they were spent for political purposes.
Tetapi isunya sekarang adalah duit yang kita sudah bagi balik, bagi kepada rakyat, bukan kepada sendiri, bagi kepada rakyat melalui persatuan, melalui keperluan individu dalam tempoh yang kita dibenarkan. Sekarang minta balik itu duit, macam mana kita nak minta balik daripada penerima tersebut? So ini adalah satu yang kita harap kerajaan negeri dapat melihat kembali. Sebab kita lihat balik dalam persidangan DUN, yang amat berhormat sendiri, yang amat berhormat Menteri Besar sendiri telah pun menyatakan ada minit mesyuarat keputusan MMA semua secara teratur. Kalau pada hari itu semua secara teratur dan dijawab oleh Yang Amat Berhormat Menteri Besar sekarang minta balik ikut pecahan bulan, kita tidak diminta untuk belanjakan ikut pecahan bulan. Tidak ada mana-mana surat pun. Semua surat kita sangat jelas peruntukan untuk suku tahun.
And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, X, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm John. Thanks for watching.